Skytrain riders will have full service this morning. The problem that caused delays last night on the Expo and Millennium lines has now been repaired. Greg Harper is live in Vancouver this morning. Greg, I've got vacation brain here. What's going on this morning?
Good morning, Kyle. Welcome back, by the way. We're here at the Commercial Broadway station. A smooth morning commute so far here this morning, which is good. That wasn't the case last night because of this switch problem. It caused a shutdown on the Expo and Millennium lines for hours in between Waterfront to Joyce Station. And the problem started around 7:30, and it lasted the rest of the evening commute. A bus bridge was set up to help Skytrain users get to where they needed to be. The disruption not as large as the ones that happened last summer. You may remember it was an overheated computer card in one case and human error in another that caused a system-wide shutdowns that lasted for hours. This was back in July. This is what we're asking here this morning. How do you feel about the service you get on Skytrain?
The service is very good. I love Skytrain because it's very fast. When I take a bus from Surrey to downtown, it's like too far. When I take a Skytrain, it's very easy.
Service is very poor. For what you pay, it's always crowded, overcrowded, late, and like you said, shutdowns for no reason. And I don't feel we're getting our money's worth.
They thought originally they may not get the problem that happened last night fixed in time for this morning's commute. They did. Technicians were able to make the repairs at about 2:30 this morning. So far, so good here this morning. Kyle?
Yeah, some good news for a lot of people out there. Greg Harper live this morning in Vancouver. Thanks for that, Greg. Police in Abbotsford are looking for a missing teenager this morning. 19-year-old Ashley Bateman was last seen at a pub in central Abbotsford last Wednesday night. Officers say it's very unusual for her family to not have heard from her by now. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall and was wearing gray tights, a red and black jacket, plus red shoes. Anyone who has information should contact police. A commuter jet was forced to make an emergency landing at Vancouver International Airport. The Alaska Airlines Flight 76 from Juneau to Seattle had some electrical issues. The Boeing 737 touched down at YVR just before 5 o'clock last night. The 125 passengers and crew were unharmed, but a replacement plane had to be brought in to finish the journey to Seattle. Well, they're all over the city of Vancouver, but residents living near False Creek have recently had some close encounters with coyotes.
We knew that the coyote was moving from Stanley Park to Olympic Village and back again until it finally settled in about March with a mate that was over in Olympic Village.
Experts say a male coyote with a history of being fed by a West End resident last summer moved into the area in the spring. He had to be destroyed late last month because of his repeated aggressive approaches towards people and their pets. Experts say most coyotes are not a public safety risk.
Coyote attacks are very rare and uncommon. We have about a 1 on average in all of Metro Vancouver per year. In the city of Vancouver, we haven't had one since the program began in 2001, and not a serious one. And when you compare that to something like domestic dog attacks, where there are hundreds every year, coyotes are not really a risk.
So if you see a coyote, you should make yourself big to scare it, more for their own safety so they won't linger in public spaces. You can report sightings online so they can be posted to an interactive map. People in Vancouver could soon have more protection when renting out rooms in their homes. City councillors are calling for more regulation for services like Airbnb. It comes after a Calgary couple came home to this mess when they rented out rooms through the service. Councillors here say they need the province to step in to ensure the protection of rental housing stock and the safety of residents.
People who are renting their apartments say, well, you know what, I'm just making a bit of money here. What's the big deal? It's really not the government's business. But it turns out to have a lot of repercussions in terms of the stability of the tourism sector and hotel sector, but also the safety of other people in the building.
Quebec is looking to treat Airbnb users like hotels, including taxing them in the same way. Thousands of people took to the streets to take part in the city's annual BMO Vancouver Marathon yesterday. Conditions were picture perfect for the 14,000 runners who took part in the 42-kilometer race on Sunday. It started at Queen Elizabeth Park, headed west to UBC, then through Kitsilano and all around the Stanley Park seawall before ending in Cole Harbour. Canadians appeared in the top 3 spots in both the half and full marathon races. Ludmila Cortegina, who lives in Ontario, was the first woman over the line with a time of 2 hours and 37 minutes.
You know, I was pretty sure my last races show me what I'm in good shape. So I try to run and do what I can do my best for now.
Aspiring firefighter Stephen Sanderson completed the 42-kilometer race wearing his full firefighting gear. Stephen, who is actually a former BT Vancouver Athlete of the Week, raised almost $7,000 for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. The helmet, pants, jacket, and air tank added an extra 45 pounds of weight for him to carry.
I don't think I could have done it without the crowd or the runners today. I don't think one person passed me without patting me on the back or giving me some confidence.
Organizers say the marathon is a big boost for the local economy, with runners and watchers of the race spending around $40 million.